Hey guys, it's Enos. Thanks for checking up on me, all the comments, all the mental health checks in the Discord. I am actually okay. Trust me, I am okay. Like totally. I am. Welcome to a new disturbing movie review, everybody, and today we are watching the most disturbing anime of all time, Midori. This is the first video of August in English, and viewer discretion is advised because it gets bad. Now I won't waste any more time, sit back and try to relax as we review the film. Make sure to like and subscribe. We first get introduced to various characters in what seems to be a circus, and one of them looks like he's about to somebody. There's an amputee juggling a bottle with his foot, a woman swallowing a live snake, and the same woman in the tub with the serpents, as well as other weird things. Yeah, this ain't no Cirque du Soleil, this is Cirque de Doodle. We confirm that these are fairground entertainers who do grotesque things, and they travel all around Japan to showcase their work. We meet Midori, who at the time is a young girl selling camellias to help her sick mom. She approaches a man, but he says this spot is too sad and to go somewhere else. But later he decides to buy all her flowers, but tells her to be careful because the place is filled with nasty people. She goes back home to her mom and tells her about the dude who helped her, but when her mom doesn't respond, she uncovers the blanket to see rats mercilessly eating her out. They that hungry? Remy, this is not what you're supposed to be eating, bruh. Midori is now an orphan and the whole town hears about the entire incident, so she decides to go to the address that the boss man gave her after buying her flowers. Once she gets there, she finds all the circus gang and they're like, we're not open yet. But she's like, oh, your boss sent me this address. And they're like, oh, okay. Ooh, you also kinda cute. And this dude with no limbs crawls to her like a little slug and eats her cookies. Mind you that throughout this movie, Midori's age is approximately 12 to 14. Hey! She unfortunately ends up being a part of the fairground group, but she hates it. No school and consistently moving from place to place. Then we see one of the gang members during the performance bite a chicken head off, but also throw up from how nasty it is. The bills actually cannot be this high. Bruh. I can't be talking. She sleeps and wakes up to a some three with a snake woman. And the dudes are like, come join us, we got space for one more. But the snake woman is like, keep your ugly ass over there. I'ma take care of these dudes real quick. As she tries to leave, she sees another person laying on top of another girl, licking her eyeball, and she gets the heck out of there. When it's day, she takes care of some stray dogs she's turned into pets, and another jit, I'll call Cucurello, sees what Midori is doing, and once she leaves, Cucurello gets one of the pet dogs and slams it on the floor like a Dakchi square. Then she stomps on another one. How is she that strong? She really eviscerated it like a vegetable. Then we see them eating dinner. The gang is like, where you got the meat from? We ain't got the money for all that. But Cucurello was like, nah, I ain't buy it. You can't buy dog meat no more. The group is like, you said dog? And Midori starts crying, realizing what Cucurello has done. She watches a train going off in the distance, and Snake Woman is like, what are you doing? You think you going to Tokyo? Nah, forget all that. You helping us now. The gang practices their acts, and as Midori sleeps in her freezing cold bed, Mummy Man comes up, steps on her head, and is like, sleep with me. You must be so cold, and then licks her and tries to tape her. Cucurello practices her act the next day, but she stops to go pee outside in the freezing cold. Wait, she stops to go pee outside. She is currently standing up. We find out that she has a dingaling, so it might mean that she was a male at birth, but that's my theory. Maybe they grew it after all these performances, but who knows. Midori goes to town for a bit, thankfully getting away from all the stuff that's happening with the gang. And this might be one of the most peaceful parts of the movie. It does remind me of my recent trip to Japan, so please check that out to refresh your soul after watching this video. She gets back to the circus and Mummy Man tells her to wash Hoichi, and this is what Hoichi looks like. No words can describe it, fam. And the jelly bean that salted her in the beginning is like, wash me too. Hey bruh, if I see your bean bulls looking at again, I will force a bottle of down your esophagus. Midori sees everything going on and she is like, what the actual heck is my life? She tries to get away and the gang is like, hold on, where you going? And douse her in this white liquid. I pray that this is water. That night she has a dream where she sees her dad and I think he's just sitting there eating a cucumber. Bruh. And then she contorts into a similar form of what Hoichi is and a slug enters into her ear. She screams for help, but the gang just stands there, laughing. Then she wakes up from this nightmare. We see the accountant organizing the finances and he tells the gang they're not making any money, so they're starting to get broke. Mummy Man and Buffy are like, what is going on? And they decide to blame it on Midori, thinking that she jinxed them. No, I just think people don't want to pay to see y'all doing this nonsense. Gas prices are at an all-time high and you think they want to spend $49.99 seeing y'all do this? Get your ass home, boy. We then see Midori go outside once again to wave a train down. Hey, I hope and pray that the train can pick you up from this sick torture you are undergoing, but that train will not be stopping for you, my sister. When she gets back, she meets this new performer I call Ladybug, who is flexible enough to fit himself in a glass bottle. He's also able to do magic on her hand too. Ooh, that boy got powers, he probably cool. Never mind. After he kisses her, he asks for one back, and Midori, you don't have to do this. Oh my goodness. She's then transported to this beautiful field with the ladybug, hence why I call him Ladybug. He looks like one too, not gonna lie. We then see Midori and Ladybug traveling together and eating corn. I'm starting to think that he might not be that bad. Hopefully he'll provide Midori with some good vibes and stuff. Back at their base camp, Mummy Man and Buff Dude are like, wash my clothes, and Midori is like, chill out, I was going to. Mummy is like, watch your tone, and Midori stands up for herself, but Buff Dude grabs her and is like, I will punish you. Then Midori is like, chill out before I tell my husband, aka Ladybug. Hey Midori, I know you cool with that boy, but you can't call everybody your husband now. Buffy throws her into a wall as the back of her head hits a pillar and everyone laughs. As everyone is laughing, Ladybug comes out and it's like, y'all better chill. Ladybug might actually have superpowers, y'all. We just gotta determine if he is a superhero or a supervillain. Mummy Man then apologizes for his actions and he's like, let's be friends. You know, I actually love you, Midori. Bruh, do you know what you have done to her? You cannot call that love, man. Ladybug sees the interaction and puts him in a genjutsu or hallucination, and Mummy sees another version of himself, and this other version dies. Ladybug then says, you can't even help yourself. You will never have my Midori. And Midori runs because she saw what actually happened. Whilst Mummy Man was in the hallucination, Ladybug made him swallow mud, suffocating him in the process. The gang is like, where is Mummy Man? And the member is like, oh, you talking about Mummy Man? Oh, I saw him outside eating mud. He not alright. He not living. The next day, a casting director pulls up to the group and offers Midori a role in a new movie. Ladybug then comes up and rips the card up, saying that he might be an imposter. Good point, I guess, but that could have been her opportunity to escape that hell. Midori says she has a headache, but once Ladybug uncovers her bed, he finds out that she put the card back together. Once he sees this, he slams her dome into a mirror and imprisons her into the glass bottle. He then crashes out on the audience, calling them greedy, and one of them says, hey, shut your short ass up, boy, and everyone laughs. Then he explodes the human beings. And turns a woman into a shape of a pretzel. One dude who exploded has literal parasites coming out of his body. We have our answer. This man is a supervillain. The police pull up, but Midori snaps and it feels like a vision, but it sorta wasn't. I think what happened here is that Ladybug turned all of them back to normal, but I don't know how. Yeah, this part still confuses me. After this incident, Ladybug decided to leave the gang, but they're like, we need you. We gonna go broke without you. Outside, we see Midori praying, and Ladybug is like, come with me. We can escape together. But Midori is like, I just wanna go home. And Ladybug puts her in this vision where she goes back to her past life and sees her parents once again. Aww. And he's like, are you sure you don't want to come with me? But now Midori has changed her mind. She does want to follow Ladybug. As the two get ready to leave, we learn that the boss ran off with all the money, so the gang members try to figure out what to do. And here we also see that Cucurello cuts off all their hair. As Midori leaves, everyone is actually nice for once and wave her a warm goodbye. Ladybug also heads out, but he's like, hold on, why is Cucurello looking a little bit different now? Hey! And here we have the happy ending. There are no happy endings. As Ladybug gets something to eat, a thief comes and stabs him. Come on, you got all these powers, but you couldn't stop this crook from stabbing you? Midori runs all around, searching, but she doesn't find him. And she does so on a consistent basis, but we also find out that she is in a loop. She then comes across everyone in the gang, including Ladybug, and they all laugh at her. Ladybug looks at her like a man with mischievous written all over his face. Midori then rightfully crashes out and tries to swing on all of them, but it's all just a blank space. She ends off with a grueling scream, representing what can only be a fraction of the pain she's endured. Her anticipations of a better future were an illusion, and a person that she loved, someone she thought she could trust, had betrayed her once again. Finishing off with an ending that didn't have blood, gore, or any vile, disgusting scenes, but an ending crushing a character's faith in humanity, an irreparable end to a film filled with despair. Oh my, what a film. This anime was extremely depressing, and it's clear how it navigates the exposure to trauma and the illusions of hope. Trust me, it's still extremely disturbing, but the plot makes it more watchable than something like Slaughtered Vomit Dolls. That John was a miserable watch. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this film with me, and the next movie of this August in anguish is Cannibal Holocaust. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a good one. Peace. Look, I'm gonna give y'all the option. Y'all could either clear your mind by watching the Japan vlog or watching another sick movie. Just watch the Japan vlog. This is like choosing to go to heaven or hell right now. So watch something that's gonna uplift you and make you feel better, and make sure to follow my other platforms. They're cool too. Thanks again.